Hello everyone, my name is WonderGamer101. I make games, I make videos sometimes, and right now I'm going to show you how to make your own character in my new tabletop RPG that I've made based on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure called Tomorrow's Bizarre Adventure. You can find out what exactly Tomorrow's Bizarre Adventure is with the link to the PDF below in the description. And you can see like all these rules, like all that you can do with them, all the stuff that you're gonna do. But right now I'm just going to keep it simple and teach you guys about characters. So first things first, let's take a look at the sheet that we have right here. Here we have our 5 most important stats. We have style, which is how well you're good with reflexes or dexterous you are. We have resolve, which is how persuasive or assertive you can be. Menace, which is the strength or like aggression stat. Wit, which is just like intelligence, being smart. And bizarre is, well, how in tune to the bizarre world of JoJo you are. Here you can see like all the actions you can do, which are detailed further in the rule set. Right here you have your health. Every time you take damage you mark. Whenever you reach 7 or 8, you are dead. Gambit is your luck, turns every roll into a 12. And experience, right here, and experience allows you to level up once you mark 5 of them, whenever you fail or do specific tasks. Here you can see your fighting styles and features, which are just classes and the stuff you can do. Fate, which is your relationship with other characters, and right here you have your character details. Yeah, that is your sheet. So let's get to making a character. So first things first, we need to have an idea, and luckily for this video, I already have one. Let's make a character whose main purpose is just being the coolest guy around, just like the stylish guy around. So we're about to place our our numbers here in each of these stats. We have a list of them: +2, +1, +1, another +1. Sorry, let me start over. We have a +2, a +1, another +1, a 0, and a -1. So these determine like the bonuses and rolls in like that specific stat. So yeah, let's add them. So first things first, priorities. We want to make the most stylish character out there, so we're just gonna give him a +2 in style. He is the coolest guy around, so we're just gonna give him a +2 here. But he can also be along with like very stylish, he's also kind of charming, so we're gonna give him a +1 there. We don't think he's that great at fighting, and we also think that he won't be that smart, so he's gonna be a little bit weird. And we're gonna add a +1 there. As for fighting, he's just alright at it, so we're just gonna add a +0 there. He's not good or bad at it, he's had experience, but not too much. And then lastly, he is dumb as bricks. And there we have it. We have our stats right here. Next thing we should do before going into the meat and potatoes, which are the fighting styles and features, let's just work on our character and what he looks like. Right here, this big empty space right here, this is, this big empty space right here is reserved for drawing your character if you want, or posting a picture. Right now we're just gonna add this unrelated picture of Dante from Devil May Cry. And we're just gonna work through the details. First things first, his name. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me move this up just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So, we have his name. We're just gonna call him, in this safe font, in this, good-sized font, Spence McCool. That is his name. He seems like a February 12th kind of guy. Well, yeah, before I keep going, most of these things here, especially here-ish, these are more going from name to zodiac, and and also to trivia, they're more for like flair. Like it just gives your character like extra little details that don't affect the game. Age. Well, we're not gonna go by Dante's age right here, so we're gonna say he's in his early 30s, so he's 33 years old. Nationality. Let's make him Italian American. Why? No. I just want him to say, "Hey, I'm walking here" or something. Height. We'll say he's like 5'11". Then we have weight. It's just a clean 212 pounds. And then we have it. Blood type. He's gonna be like AB. And zodiac. Well, we don't really care because like the campaign could take place anytime, anywhere. So just make things up. Just make it up. This includes like the Chinese and Greek zodiacs. So yeah, have fun with that. I believe we have now we have the appearance. So this is just like the physical appearance, the general outfit your character wears. So let's say that our character is wearing a cool coat. He's got like he's got white hair. We'll just like use the reference image here of Dante. He's got like white hair. He's got a bit of a stubble. Whoops. A bit of a stubble. What else does he have? He's got this cocky smile. There we go. We have our appearance. Then we have our personality. This could be summed up in 4 words, phrases, or quotes. And this determines like your character's like method of acting, like how are they like, how you should play them. Well, not how you should play them, but like how you should act them out. So let's say his personality is cocky. He's a jackass. Well, we don't have any ideas for quotes, but we're just gonna say that he's stubborn and that he is dependable. There we have, and there we have our personality. Background. This is just the simplest thing that we can know about your character's history. You could go into further detail in the back and have the narrator reveal it sometime during the campaign. But right now, this is just gonna be base thing. Like Jotaro Kujo, high school student, has a stand. Learned of his family's history through the power of stands. Josuke Gashikata, illegitimate son of Joseph Joestar, high school student, bit of a delinquent, cares about his hair, or we could just put cares about his hair and personality. Giorno Giovanna, teenager with a dream to stop drugs. Basic stuff like that. So we're just gonna say that Spence McCool is a traveling. Well, not hunt. He's gonna be a traveling stand user looking for other stand users. And right here, we've already hinted at like what fighting style we're going to focus into, but we'll get that. Yeah, he's just a guy looking for other guys. And finally, we have trivia. Again, much like from Name to Zodiac, these are just like flary bits. So this could be like favorite movie. So like favorite movie is fucking Men in Black. Favorite song is we're gonna say that his favorite song is Never Surrender from DMC4, because actually no, fucking Devils Never Cry looks like Dante. And there we have it. We have our character. We have the character details right here. Then we have fate right here. This is established in the first session. So this is just like to like determine like how like your relationship with other characters and NPCs. So like for all the party player, there are two rules. For the character that you know best, you have +2 fate with them. For the character you know the least, you add -1 fate to them. Everyone else has like +1 fate. So do the NPCs. And after every session, you could increase fate score by 1 and decrease another by 1. And yeah, that's generally what fate is. And finally, we have our fighting styles, which are the classes and the stuff that we can do. Like we've already said, we want our guy to be a stand user. That's a bit too big. There we go. Stand user. So as stand user, we gain the following features. So first off, we gain a stand first and foremost, which allows us to use the stand sheet, which will be described later. It has its own stand ability, which we could use like the use stand ability action right here, and roll plus bizarre for it. We have stand gravity, which is basically like this character is going to run into stand users more often. Whether they're good or bad is up to the narrator, and whenever they do so, they mark +1. They mark 1 experience. Stand vision, in which this character can see other stands, unlike ordinary people, unlike people that aren't stand users. However, there are exceptions to this rule, and some stands can like make themselves visible. Like this crack in a wall is a stand, but everyone can see that crack in the wall. Then we have stand contact, which has these rules. A stand can interact with another stand. So like a stand can touch another stand. A stand can come into contact with like anything in the real world. So like it can pick up pencils, it can move jail cell bars in a prison cell. It can like pick up buttons or shit. But the thing is, people can't interact with stands. So like this character could punch someone but can't punch a stand. But his stand can like punch both the stand and the enemy. And yeah, that's about it. We have all the features needed for fighting styles. But since this character is a stand user, we're gonna need to come up with a stand, which is where this sheet comes in. This is the stand sheet, which, as the name says, is a sheet for stand users. So let's come up with our very own stand. So like, what are we looking for in a stand for Spencer Cool? Well, we already have an idea for one, and we're just gonna say this stand name is Guns and Roses. That will be its stand name, and of course the stand master, Spence McCool. Of course, then we have our stand cry. Which is optional. Not every stand needs to like shout thing, which is just like stuff like ora ora or muda muda or ari ari, stuff like that. Not every stand needs to have a stand cry, but like let's have this one go bala bala bala. And for its last cry, it's bara. Just decrease this a little bit. There we go. And stand personality. This is more for like sentient or automatic stands, which there's no need for like stand types, but like your stand could have a personality. Most stands don't, but if yours does, yeah, you're allowed that. So what does our stand look like? Well, we kind of have an idea, but first we'll just like bring up this unrelated picture of Ebony and Ivory right here. And now we get to describing its abilities. So let's say Spence McCool's player like already had an idea for power, and it's just like every time he shoots a target, the bullet hole is filled with a rose. So like you can say shooting makes roses appear, and so we bring it up with the narrator or the game game master of Tomorrow's Bizarre Adventure, and we say hey here's my cool stand, it's Guns N' Roses, and it's just like and the narrator's just like, oh yeah, that's cool, but how about this? And he makes a suggestion. Instead of shooting and making bullet holes, he can make each Guns N' Roses shoots rose seeds, and they each deal 1 harm. He as an action he could roll for stand. He could make these seeds blossom into roses. Make the seeds blossom as like an action. And finally and when the seeds are blossomed, he can make the roses explode into sharp petals, which also deals 1 harm. And just like, yeah, that looks cool. And yeah, we have our abilities here. And finally, we have this big circle right here, the stand parameters. Power depends gives you a bonus to how much, or penalty on how much harm you deal. Speed, how many times you can attack. Range, how far your stand can move or attack. Durability, how well it can take hits. Precision, how well it can hit. And potential, how well it can learn other stuff. So right now we're just gonna roll our very own stand live. So I will roll six-sided die, and we will see what we get. We have a 2, a 6, a 4, another 6, another 2. And a 3. Alright, so not bad. The numbers from 1 to 0 range from none to A rank. So we have a 2, so that is an E rank, which is probably the weakest outside of none. We have a 6, which is an A, a 4, which is a C, another 6, another A, another 2, another E, and a 3, which is a D. So each rank gives different bonuses and or penalties. C gives no bonuses or penalties. It's just +0. Anything that's better than A has bonuses. Like B ranks have like a +1, and B ranks have a +1, and like A ranks have a +2. Everything worse than C rank, excluding none, has penalties. So like E rank has -2 and D rank has -1. If you have a parameter that has the none stat, you cannot use it whatsoever. So like, if it has power, it deals it can't attack. It just can't do damage. If it's speed, it is absolutely slow. If it is range, that means that means it's in range of touch. If it's durability, it means it's just a part of you. If you get hit, the stand gets hit, you get hit. Like, there's no precision. It just goes fucking everywhere. Well, not everywhere. It just doesn't have any. It just can't aim. And potential means it can't access new abilities or new stuff. So yeah, there we have our stats. So let's place them. What are we looking for in a thing like Guns N' Roses? Well, we have two A's, so we're gonna say as a gun, it should have like a big ass range, and which means it can go pretty fucking far, and it has like it's very damaging, so I get +2 attack, and I can go very very far. Speed, we're gonna say that it can only shoot once. Despite being two guns, it can shoot once. Or how about this? I have a better idea. Or how about this? How's this for a better idea? It it can go a decent range, but and has incredible power. But since we have two guns, we can attack we can attack 3 times. We can attack 3 times in speed and A rank. Then we have two E's and a D. We're just gonna say, well, they're two guns and they don't need that much potential, so we're gonna mark that an E. But we are going to say that guns need to be precise, so we're just gonna mark that D in precision. But unfortunately we have one last E, so we're just gonna make that durability incredibly frail, which means it'll take 2 additional harm. And I believe we have it. We have our stand, we have our character. I believe that is everything. So yeah, we have our cool guys, Spence McCool, and we have his stand, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I hope this tutorial helped you out in making characters and stands for Tomorrow's Bizarre Adventure. I hope you play it. I spent a lot of time working on it, and I hope you have fun with it. Again, link to the PDF and the rule set is below. But yeah, that is everything you need to know. Yeah, this is Wonder Gamer signing off. Goodbye.